I mean, we have to talk about it. Boxing.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, we're talking about the crowd clash.
I'm sure you've talked about this to no end.
Actually, not that much. Surprisingly, not that much.
Let's go.
Let's bring it on.
Let's
Let's
go.
bring it on.
We got a scoop.
Let's go.
I mean, how was that? How was that whole process?
It was so awesome. I will never do it again.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because like I love everything. I actually really loved everything about it, except for like realizing like I feel my fucking brain moving when I get hit, and I don't like that. Like being dizzy the day afterwards of like a hard sparring is not it. But like everything, like the training is cool because you're working towards a goal, especially with Create a Clash. You know, you're doing a thing.
Get paid to get in shape.
You paid, exactly. Yeah, I had the trainer comp. I had like the best trainer possible. He was great. He was like a Golden Gloves champ in the state of California, and like almost the nation. I think he probably was.
Oh damn.
Yeah, and so it was like awesome, but I won't do it again.
How intense was like the training leading up to it?
It was pretty intense. It was
like how long did you have to do it for?
So I didn't have. I got in like near the end of when they're getting people, so I had not as much time, but I did it. I think generally you should do it a lot. It's like, for me, it was 5 times a week. And then every day was like a run before my coach got there. He'd come. Yeah. And then we'd do like jump rope, some like pads, like hit the bag, some ladders, some just a whole bunch of bullshit. Right. And then it was done. So all in all, it was like a good like 2-some hours, 3-some hours every day.
Fucking
so it was a lot of time.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we got like a lot of sparring in too. Sparring's like the most important part because you get to actually see what it's like. It's like everything you've learned up until then is garbage.
You're gonna be like sore all the time, right?
After sparring a little bit, generally after like doing the training itself
Kinda
for a while.
warmed up.
Yeah, you're kind of warmed up for it. Yeah. But it was very intense. It was quite intense.
So how many like months were you doing the 5 days a week?
I want to say like 3 to 4 months.
Oh my God.
But it like there were like times when I had to go somewhere on vacation, not on vacation, but like go to another place for like 2 weeks at a time, and I had to stop or like find a treadmill there and just run.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It was a fuck ton of training. Yeah. I think no one thought it was gonna be super intense, or like we were like, okay, YouTuber boxing, whatever. But then like we saw how serious Ian like iDubbbz was taking. And he'd come over like to every city that fighters were in, and you'd be like, make sure we have a coach, everything. We'd like meet his coach, and he's like, yeah, I'm training 5 times a week. All I do is fucking eat chicken and rice, and this is all I do. I breathe boxing. And I was like, holy shit, you're taking it really seriously.
Did you like adapt your diet as well to be like the boxer diet?
Yeah, I tried to just eat like generally okay, nothing intense. Just as much like chicken and rice as I could. But, like, you know, I'd sneak some meat in there, like some steaks and stuff. Yeah, that was fine.
Isn't chicken meat?
Yeah. Not how I cook it.
It's poultry.
Oh my God.
So how was the event itself?
The event was awesome.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
We were just talking to Lily about how nervous she was just watching you get on stage and getting like hits.
Come tough.
It
was awesome though. Like the place was filled out.
Yeah.
The crowd was amazing. They were just like yelling nonstop, freaking the fuck out. Yeah, it was just like, it's such a well put together event. Everyone was super nice.
It looked awesome.
Yeah.
It looked so fucking good.
I can't like describe how it was walking out. It was amazing.
Yeah, what was going through your mind when you were, because that must have been like, holy shit, this is actually going to happen. I'm actually going to like,
it was kind of like mentally numb at that point. Yeah.
Right.
I heard fucking my song come on. It was Mine Diamonds.
I love that parody.
Yeah. And that made everything better. All in the world is right.
When you were walking in the ring, were you like, I think I've got this? Like, I think I'm gonna win. Because obviously you're good friends with
Graham.
Yeah,
we are. I was feeling actually nervous up until like we started, and even when we were going, the
first round was shaky for you.
Right?
I was very unsure because like my plan was to just gauge the coach's plan. You know, you gauge first round, get them a little tired, like play kind of defensively, and then the second round you can move off of that. So that's what I was trying to do as much as I can.
Right.
But like, even following that plan, I was like, fuck, he's kind of like hitting me sometimes. I know he's getting tired. I know this is the plan, but I'm still scared. I was like, I think there was a moment where I was like, I need to start hitting him in order to win, or I will lose.
Because obviously the points, right?
If
it goes too technical.
Yeah. And I felt like I was losing like the entire first round, but I think it went even. It was complete, like, it was crazy seeing it from the outside because it felt weird as fuck.
Completely like
Yeah, like how much
detached,
of what? How much do you remember being in the ring? Do you remember like people chanting your names? Because
I do remember that.
Okay.
And like I was like, that's nice. That's
That's nice.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up and try to box.
That did help out. It was nice. I was like, oh man, these people are gonna see me goddamn lose. Yeah, it was amazing. It was really cool. But it did like kind of shut out everything else.
Right.
You're supposed to listen to your coach. Like they're supposed to be calling shit, and it's like he could have been speaking different languages. He could have been speaking in tongues.
Like while you're fighting?
Yeah, you're supposed to like
could
listen.
you hear that?
Normally in boxing, you're supposed to like your coach is supposed to be like, "Hey, fucking take it downstairs, jab, get back on the jab," and like I'm listening to none of that. Because like
Is that like an amateur thing, or is that like you just when you're like for every boxer?
I think at every level you're able to do that, and I think it's a pro level because then they actually get to see from the outside, and they'll be like, okay, it will work if you go downstairs and like, hit the body or whatever.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and so I listened to him a little between the rounds.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you want some water? Yeah. All right. I'll listen.
Sure. Yeah. It was super fun. My coach was training like 3 of the people who were fighting, so he was busy as hell that night.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
And it was really official backstage. Backstage was nerve wracking because we get there and there's like the blue locker room and the red locker room. And so we're split up by like the people who are fighting.
Wow.
And not a lot of people know, but before the fight, there was a pro fight in that same arena, just not streamed.
Right.
And so there was one pro in our room and one pro in their room. And our pro got TKO'd first round of his fight. And he came back to the locker room and he was like, fuck, shit, fuck. And everyone's just just like
This
sitting
giant
there, like
dude.
that, It's a huge professional boxer pissed as fuck, and so we're like all like nervous as hell.
Oh my god.
Yeah, really bad vibes in our the other locker
then
room
he's
was
gonna-
like cheering. I heard after they were like, yeah, let's go.
And then he goes out to the fucking Minecraft, like, turn that shit off.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. And then we had Matt in our room. We saw him get just annihilated
Did
by
you get
Dad.
TV?
We did.
Yeah.
We had a TV. We didn't get to see anything live until after our fight. So we're like in there watching the TV, and we watched the first round, like jaws hanging open, like what the fuck? Is that how all of them are gonna be? We didn't know. We were like, is this what was happening?
What have we got ourselves into? I'm going to do that? That's going to happen to me?
I was so nervous. I was just like sitting there not talking to anyone. Will got some really good footage of me just like sitting there with headphones in, just like listening to music as much as I could.
So like how does like it compare to like when you went sparring? Because like was it something where kind of like your experience just took over, you know, with all the sparring experience?
I had to like try and be kind of conscious about it. I had to consciously think like I will be making these moves, but like sparring, it was crazy too because in sparring I did like 5, 6, 7 sparring sessions with different people. I never won like a single round of sparring. And you're not supposed to, you know, you're not winning in sparring.
Right.
You know, it's not counted.
Who are you
like,
sparring
if
against?
my head fucking hurts after, I lost that round, you know?
Right.
So I sparred against my coach first, and he's like, you know, a professional,
very good,
and
right?
so he has to like hold back. So you're not fighting someone really; you're fighting a good guy who's holding back.
Yeah.
It's like when you like hold back and smash against like your girlfriend.
No reaction.
She's right there, dude.
Yeah, and so I fought him. He shits on me constantly, obviously.
Yeah.
We went to a gym,
Right.
and they were very nice. We were trying to find people for me to spar, and there was this girl who's like professional. I was scared as fuck of her. I was like, "How long you been sparring?" She's like, "Since I was like 9." And I was like, "Okay, that seems fine." And
Kick the shit out of you.
dude, that was the hardest I've been punched. She hit me the hardest out of anyone I sparred. It was cool to see different techniques because my coach is very like fluid and all over the place.
Yeah.
She had like incredible defense. So she'd like block everything and frustrate the shit out of you. And then you'd come in and she'd like had this really good check hook and she'd just blast your head. And like getting hooked like that. I felt the dizziest on that day.
Yeah.
So how many times a week are you sparring? Is it like every single time you're training?
No. In the beginning, you need to like get up to snuff. And then
Need the basics. Yeah.
And then when like my coach thought I was ready, once or twice a week.
Yeah.
That's gonna be scary though. Once, twice a week.
Yeah.
Getting your ass beat.
Yeah. And the second one is like contingent on how much you hurt from the first one.
Oh my god.
So I got beat up by her. I got beat up by a 14-year-old child.
I believe that. I saw some of the kids.
He was really good. I'm not even embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
He was really good. He's like a national champion for his age.
Okay,
he's like the best 14-year-old in the
Of course,
nation.
he's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Well, he was really great. He was like Aang from Avatar, where he was like floating around the ring. Like, he was like moving just so much and like, bop, 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 and then get out, and then he's like, I can't hit him, and he's bop, 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 bop. It was fucked.
You know that scene in like every anime where there's like a tournament, like in Hunter x Hunter, and then you see the kid come on, and you realize that you're the fucking side character.
And then he teleports behind you.
Side character right now.
Have you ever watched Hajime no Ippo?
I got clips from after the boxing. People were talking about it.
Yeah, because I think you did like one of the like a move similar to what they do. Like
Yeah,
one of
you
his
know
like
what
iconic.
the Dempsey roll?
Dempsey roll.
Dempsey roll.
Dempsey
Hell
roll.
yeah.
Kind of did a Dempsey roll.
Yeah.
You know Dempsey's a real guy.
Yeah.
Real boxer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
just he just took the move and kind of made it like a more popular thing in the
Yeah.
show, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
normies know it, but
Yeah.
like everyone
Yeah.
knew it. Like it's real. He's like one of the best, right?
He was very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He had like a Mike Tyson style thing where he just like, and then
Yeah,
blasted.
exactly. I mean, that's what like the
Yeah.
main
You
You
character.
channeled anime without knowing it.
Yeah, we
He had
practiced,
the power of
practiced
God in
rolling
anime.
a lot. It's like a very good defense. You're supposed to
Shift your
roll
momentum,
against
right?
a hook.
Right.
That's when you're supposed to do the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most of that shit goes out the window.
Yeah,
Yeah, in his ring. Yeah.
I tried a boxing class like a few days ago.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah.
That was my coach.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Bro, he was crazy, dude.
Yeah, my
he was
coach.
so fast.
Michael, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
When
coach.
he was doing like, he's like, no, you got to do it like this. I'm like, what did you just do? I couldn't even see what he
So smooth and
He's
quick.
like, I'm like, okay.
I
all right,
know.
okay, all right, okay.
Oh, we're doing wolf
He's
shit.
like one of those anime characters where he punches once and he's like actually punched 3 times.
For like 4 days afterwards, my entire body was in
hurts.
pain.
Yeah. And dude, like you can't use your phone. Your hands.
Yeah,
are, like,
yeah.
Your fingies are
My
fucked up.
calves were like rubber. It was like I couldn't walk.
Jesus.
Like, I felt like I looked like an idiot when I was walking.
Full-time
around.
commitment.
But luckily, I'm in America, so walking is optional.
Yes,
That was a good
That's
part
true,
about
that's
it.
true.
But yeah, it was, dude. It was just like every workout was a sprint.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was pretty fit because I
It's
do a
a
lot of
lot of
running.
sprint. Yeah.
But running did not prepare me for this.
Yeah. It's like you have to do sprint training.
Yeah. It's just like a full-on cardio workout.
It's full on like basically sprinting every exercise.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it really is. Like when you're like doing the treadmill, you're supposed to like run in sprints instead of just constantly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you're trying to imitate the rounds.
Right, right.
So, yeah.
It was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was fucked
That
up.
looked
It
like a
was
cool
fucked up.
class, though. It looks sweet.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. I mean, I think it was like pretty big, so it's hard to really feel like you were learning anything like
Yeah.
tailored to you. But I mean, it's good though. It was
We've
like
only had
cool to
like
get a
one
taste.
class, so you know,
Yeah.
there's more room.
Could
to
you
grow.
do that 5 days a week for
Yeah.
months at a
No,
time?
I think I would like what I was saying is like I think I would enjoy it more if I was like just me and him,
Yeah.
and then I could
Yeah.
take my time, and then
Right.
he could really
Right.
give me like, all right, you're struggling here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would just be like, all right, 12 of you do jabs, and then he would maybe be like, yeah, it's okay. And then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like, am I actually doing it right? I don't know. I want to
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
but yeah, no. I mean, it seems I really want to do it more.
Yeah.
it seems
Yeah.
really fun.
It's
It
super
looks
fun.
really fun, but also
Terrifying.
it looks terrifying at the same time. Was there a point when you knew that you had this? Because I can't remember which round it was, but like it really looked like you were feeling yourself.
Yeah, there was a point where like I like one punch where
Yeah.
I was like, that really hit his face. Right. I was like, like turn him around, and I was like that, and that was like very because I didn't have a lot of confidence before that. But
Yeah.
once I hit it, I was like, oh, I can hit him.
Oh, okay.
And-
Yeah, you can land the punches.
yeah, I can land the punches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think Alex said something similar. I asked him.
Yeah.
I met him the other day, and I was like, "When did you think you'd won it?" And he was like, "You said something along the lines of like, I landed one jab, and it was like, oh, okay."
And it's like I know.
I'll do it
I know.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got to do that.
Well, I imagine
Oh,
when
I got a punch. Oh.
I imagine when you fucking see the guy doing like a kind of punch out, kind of falling over wobble.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all right, I think I'm pretty good. Like, I think it's
we're
going
solid.
well.
Yeah. There was a point where I was like getting mad. I don't like the camera didn't really catch it, which I'm glad. I like hit him with one shot, like right hand. I was like,
Yeah.
fucking motherfucker, you were hitting me and shit. I'm gonna
You need that energy though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you mean you're not just a sandbag? Just taking my punches.
Diversify this.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Second round, it got a lot better. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you looked amazing, and I think the whole event was just so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like props to everyone who like said yes, because I mean, did you know going into it like how big of a deal it was going to be?
No,
Or-
no. He was just like, you want to do a boxing thing?
Right, right. Like, you must not have like known it was going to turn out that way.
Yeah, it did not. No idea. Yeah, I
Fuck.
didn't know it was gonna be that big or that serious.
Ian's a madman, dude.
Ian's a madman.
Yeah.
He took it very seriously. He's very good.
Yeah.
Massive props.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
brought like everyone up with him though, with how serious he's taking
Yeah.
it, which is
That's
like
really
really
cool.
respectable considering like the YouTube boxing scene nowadays.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like a clown show sometimes,
Yeah.
you know?
But
Sometimes.
now
Yeah.
there's like I think 3 more like more serious events gonna pop up soon, inspired by like the
Yeah.
Career Clash stuff. So
Hell yeah.
Disney
It's the new
Plus
meta,
and
man.
It's gonna be like leagues. Like there's the best league. It's like, oh, if you're a big YouTuber, you get to go in the big one. Everyone under that.
Bar of interest, 10 million subs.
It's like instead of getting like a shitty plaque when you get 100K, they're like, oh, go and join the little leagues.
Okay.
Come join, like Susan watches you. She like, swirls her glass.
as a fight to the death.
You fucking like work your way up and all that shit.
I can see Mr. Beast doing it. Just 100 people versus Mike Tyson.
Yeah, 100 middle schoolers versus Mike Tyson.
That sounds good.
That sounds awesome. I would watch
That sounds
that.
great. Yeah, let's do it.
That would be
It's like the next generation gladiator.
yeah.
I mean, that's basically what it's turning into, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just like fun to see your favorite creators do like a totally
Some
new
weird
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
They
It
have
was weird
not-
seeing like Ian and even like Ryan go up there. It was really cool. Matt
Yeah.
for his fight. Yeah, that was crazy.
When did you find out who your opponent was?
Like a few weeks after I agreed. I
Right.
think they were looking for someone for me for a while.
Yeah.
He was gonna put me against fucking Captain Sparkles, who has been
Right.
boxing for like years, and it's like
Boxing for years?
and he's like 80 pounds heavier than me.
So you just die.
So I just got. And not only that, I don't think the boxing commission would have let us fight. I had to like be within 10 pounds a gram. I actually was. So I went to Florida. I think I was like 124.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
to Florida. Checked the next day. I was like 122, and then. On the day before the weigh-in, they're like, okay, go on the scale just to make sure, because Graham was like 129.
Okay.
Right.
No, he's 132, and I was like 119. I lost so much like water weight in Florida, and
Right.
so like the hour before the thing,
drinking a
nonstop
shit ton.
drinking Gatorade and water, needing to piss so bad. I
Yeah.
gained I think I gained 3.5 pounds in 1 hour just by drinking water.
Well, if
and
you drank
Gatorade.
like enough water,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, yeah. Full of piss. Yeah. So you need to be
You just
within.
get punched.
Oh, dude, I needed to piss so bad before the fight.
Yeah.
But what happens? They'll wrap your hands, and the boxing commission has to sign off on it, and then gloves, and they have to sign off on it. So you
then you
can't
can't.
take them off. So I was like, man, I kind of got to piss, but what am I gonna do? And the guy who was like warming me up,
Yeah.
who was Michael's friend, he was like, I got you. I've done this before, and we. And he's like, come on. And we go in the bathroom and I have like my cock guard on and my pants. And he's like, okay, I got you. And he just grabbed it and like stood behind me and pulled it down. And I had to like use the thumbs of the boxing gloves to
kinda
like
like
nudge it above. And so I just like stood there pissing and he was like, holding me.
That's a real bro moment, right?
It was bonding for sure. It was great. That was nice.
You're in good hands.
Very
Yeah.
nice of him. Yeah, very nice.
Did you
of
have like
Larry.
Edward cider hands in America? It's like a drinking game.
Oh,
that sounds
Edward
pretty
40
similar.
hands.
Huh?
Edward 40
Edward
hands?
40 hands. I think
40
it's called.
hands. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where
yeah.
you just like so what's Edward 40 hands? Is it
Just
It's
with
the same
40s.
thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Edward cider hands. Because we call it Edward cider hands in Australia.
okay?
But in America, it's Edward 40 hands, right?
Yeah, because you're drinking 40s.
Yeah.
They're like a bottle of 40 ounces.
Yeah.
of-
So basically, you get like a bottle of cider or 40s, like literally taped on to your hands, and you got to finish it before you can take them off. So
Yeah.
at one point, you're going to need to go to piss, and it's really fucking difficult.
Just
to
drink
piss.
one, right? Hopefully, and then hopefully you can pee.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd fucking lose that shit. Like my bladder is like fucking
Dude, same.
tiny, man.
My bladder is absolutely
Oh, man.
minuscule. I had a weird thing where it like felt like it popped one time. Like I had to piss really bad at this restaurant,
Yeah.
Like your bladder popped?
and I was like in the end of a line. Yeah, and I went to the bathroom. It
Yeah.
took super long, and like as I like, you know how you kind of suck in and you're like taking your pants
Yeah.
off, and like on that suck in, it was like I like felt something, and like my vision started getting like black around the eyes.
Oh my God.
And it was
What?
just like very painful and dizzy. And I finished the piss and I went out and I sat on the ground for like 10 minutes. And but then I was fine. But I think I can't hold as much piss after that. It's like I permanently sacrificed half my.
dude.
You're like permanently debuffed your
You just debuffed your bladder.
Even now, I have to piss so bad. This water.
Oh, you can go to the toilet now.
go to the toilet
Do you want
now.
to take
I
a toilet break? I
I'll
don't want you to lose
hold
like
it for a
small.
minute. Yeah.
Let's take a toilet
Let's
break.
take a break.
I have
Give her a
25%. Yeah.